Okay. Hi, I'm Jaime. Thank you for introducing me. Before we start, can everyone do me a favor and raise your right hand? Now, turn your palm facing the back of the room. All right, that's good. Thank you. I read somewhere that if I could move the audience in the first 30 seconds of my speech, I would be guaranteed to impress everyone. So, as our skills check said, thank you to the students, teachers, family, friends, and staff who made these past 2 years possible. And thank you all for choosing me to make this speech. It is an honor to be among you all. Today we are here to celebrate our achievements, our hard work, and our ability to survive on delicious bookstore coffee and sheer willpower. As nurses, we have learned to function on minimal sleep, maximum stress, and an endless supply of hand sanitizer. We have mastered the art of multitasking, prioritizing, and keeping a straight face even when our patients cough phlegm directly into our hair. Looking at you, Rebecca. And now here we are, ready to take on the world with our nursing degrees and a healthy dose of humor. So let's get this party started. We have gained so much along this journey. This program has formed bonds that will last a lifetime. We have aced some and failed some. We've had pre-exam cram sessions together. I mean, we have, oh, sorry, I skipped forward. My heart rate's just 145, it's fine. We have examined each other from head to toe. Thank you, Nursing 200. I mean, we have literally seen the inside of each other's heads. Remember Ms. Johnson said, look for the cone of light. But the thing that has most strongly bound us together is nursing school trauma and the love of helping others. We all joke about the challenges of nursing school, the abundance of work, the ample clinical hours, the amount of time we spend teaching ourselves, studying, and missing out on experiences with our family. Trauma bonds are a joke all nursing students are familiar with. But in all seriousness, I believe this is a vital step to go. Nursing school is taxing. Answering a question in front of the class incorrectly, failing a test, or trying to maintain that 79.5% in the class was immensely stressful. But through this program, we were given a safe place to fail and the ability to learn from one another. This so-called tribulation we endured will be nothing in comparison to being thrown in the wild where failing a patient is never an option. I read a quote a while back by Ruth Westliner, and I related so deeply with it. She said, "My favorite animal is the turtle. The reason being, in order for the turtle to move, it must first stick its neck out." This school has taught us so much, but I think the most important thing our program has taught us is how to survive as future nurses and thrive while doing so. When I was voted to make this speech, I was ecstatic that people had thought of me. Then I realized I had to speak, and I went blank. I started thinking of what I could tell you all about myself and speak for the students. And my journey to becoming a nurse, but I feel like that wasn't an adequate way to speak for the students I have grown so close to over these past 2 years. I realized I wanted to utilize this speech to highlight the strength, intelligence, and beauty that is the class of 2023. At our brunch potluck, I handed out a questionnaire to my fellow students in order to learn as much as I could about the way in which they persevered. I asked people to tell me their why, their hidden struggles, or the reason they didn't give up, even when doing so would have been so much easier. Before I give up all this information about my friends, I should probably first expose myself, to make it fair. The reason I decided to become a nurse came to light in 2017. I ended up in the hospital for about a month. I was severely depressed and wanted to find a way out. Before this hospital stay, I had just finished a degree that would lead me to become an accountant or math teacher. But during this time at the hospital, I had an amazing nurse. She would lay with me, rub my back, and make sure I felt sufficiently cared for, but most importantly, she made me feel safe. She had completely changed my outlook on life. Thanks to this program, I can now become a nurse by makes a meaningful impact on my patients' lives, just like the nurse who saved mine. Now I can tell you what my classmates wrote me. Min said she wants to be a nurse to be able to help her family and those who are suffering. Today watched her mom go through stage 4 chronic kidney disease and saw the way the nurses took care of her. She then promised herself, once her mom was stable, she would pursue her dreams and become a nurse. Lisa wrote she had to be an advocate and a caretaker for both of her parents' long journey through congestive heart failure. She realized her passion, strengths, and desire to be a nurse and wanted to provide that same compassionate care for others. When reading through my classmates' hidden struggles, it made me tear up. These students are so much stronger than you will ever know. In our cohort, we have had more than 6 babies born during school. One of those was twins.
Okay.
She's insane, I know. Maggie wrote, everyone says to sleep when your baby sleeps, but she studied instead. These nurses have sacrificed so much. They've ended marriages, lost friendships, and had family members pass away. Julia lost her sister 6 weeks before finals, but pushed through. She wrote, even if I can't share my accomplishments with my sister, I can share them with my niece. She then dedicated her success to her niece, Kat. Jasmine wrote that during level 2 spring break, she had to be searched and rescued while on a hike. She then failed the hypothermia test, only to bounce back and get 98% on the final exam. Blake worked 3 jobs, prepped for his 3-hour commute to school, and still managed to be the best study completer to us all. The last question they chose to answer was why they didn't give up. Many dedicated their success to their children. Ashley writing, she wanted to show her kids, Gideon and Aurelia, that moms can do both, and wanted her daughter to know that the limit does not exist. Karen wanted her children, Jeremiah and Leah, to see that you never give up when following your dreams. Rebecca wrote that she did not give up because being a nurse had always been a dream of hers, and she wanted to prove to herself that she could do it. She wanted her daughters, Lily and Victoria, to know that if you never give up and keep working hard, you too can achieve your dreams. Laura wrote how much she saw her parents sacrifice for her, and that drove her to continue moving forward. Yancy wrote, seeing a baby's first breath and a hospice patient's last one taught her what humanity really means. This is what inspired her to never give up. Lastly, Jung-hee and Brianna both dedicated their success to their faith. Writing it pushed them to their full potential and lifted them up even when they couldn't do so themselves. I feel so privileged to have learned so much about all of you. Thank you for letting me share your strengths. As we leave this place, let us remember that we are part of a noble profession that is built on compassion, dedication, and service. Let us never forget the power of human connection, the healing touch, the listening ear, and the kind word. Let us continue to be the advocates, the caregivers, the educators, and the leaders that our patients and our communities need. To my fellow graduates, I want to say that I'm honored to have shared this journey with you. I'm so proud of all that we have accomplished, and I'm excited for what is to come. I know that we will continue to make a difference in the world, one patient at a time. Congratulations to the class of 2023. May we always remember the privilege and responsibility of being a nurse. Thank you.
I have Portuguese.